Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have some more big LCS news to talk about. This just came out within the last hour. Some big news about TSM, who generally in most off seasons, really in the whole West, they're one of the teams that people are the most excited to hear about. People care the most about. But this offseason and this year, things are a little bit different. They are relatively quiet. And overall, I don't really think too many people care that much about what TSM's doing. I don't know. It's just so weird. The last couple of years for TSM have really just fallen off a cliff, and they're usually looking at making a ton of exciting and interesting moves. And this season, we just haven't heard about a ton of that stuff. We had heard recently that it seemed like TSM was looking at some LMS players, potentially a Flash Wolves player. People were saying, oh, TSM Karza. Oh, we're getting Karza Maple, blah, 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 blah. No. According to Alejandro Gomes, you are getting this. Buggy, I don't know how you say this guy's name, has reached a verbal agreement with TSM, and pending minor details, will be the LCS jungler. This is the replacement for Spica. Boogie was the jungler of Estral Esports, an LLA team. Both teams reached an agreement for the Korean player. So again, he is a Korean player. He had previously played for Flash Wolves. He's been on a couple other teams. He's been all around the block. We have Carver Fisher, who is an LOL esports analyst, writer, journalist, whatever. Really cool dude, but he has some insight in the whole situation. He obviously knows more about this guy than I do. Not sure how I feel about this yet overall, but Boogie's career, I don't know how to say it. Whatever. Sure is an interesting one. From Japan to the LMS, back to Japan, and then to LATAM, or LLA, whatever, Latin America. This guy has been around and just barely missed Worlds 2022 after falling to Isris. We'll have to see how he does. Now, on the surface, Alejandro, he didn't have too much to add to this. He just said, Buggy has reportedly reached a verbal agreement with TSM to be the starting jungler for the LCS team. The deal is pending minor details. After 2 years competing in the LLA alongside Furious Gaming and Estral Esports, he's going to make the jump to the LCS. Despite that, the Korean jungler has experience in the top competition. He was competing in the LMS region with teams like Flash Wolves in 2019 or Machi Esports. So, I don't know. Seems to me kind of like just like a tier 2 Korean jungler, a guy. It's not like he's, been playing in the LCK or been playing in the LPL or anything like that. To me, this has a lot of vibes of like Mia, the player they picked up last year. I'm assuming Buggy, whatever, is a little bit higher of a prospect or a higher level talent than Mia necessarily was, but it's given me the same kind of vibes. Overall, I don't really think this is that interesting. I don't really think this is that exciting, especially when this is a guy who's supposed to be replacing Spica, who many TSM fans was going to be, many TSM fans had hoped would be like the next face of the franchise. That's their MVP. That's their, their like young rising superstar. And now they have this guy coming in. I don't know. Doesn't mean he isn't going to be good. Doesn't mean he can't be good. But this feels a lot like 2022 TSM all over again. I don't know. TSM's new jungler. Here you go. There's the news. I don't really have a ton to say about it. I don't just want to sit here and shit on him since I don't know a ton about him. I don't want to sit here and shit on TSM a bunch because who knows? Maybe this will be right. But seems rather uninteresting. Seems pretty cheap. Seems like a lot of the same old stuff for TSM, which sucks. But I don't know. Pretty much every video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Peace.